Welcome, everyone. My name is Vic Hershey. I'm the president of the Mortgage Calculator. I'd like to thank you for joining us today so we can talk a little bit more about what makes us special and unique. So I'll go through a little bit of a presentation and then we'll pass it over to Kyle Hershey, our COO. We'll actually show some of the back end demo of how stuff works, how the software we've built works. And then we'll pass it off to Jose Gonzalez, our Chief Sales Officer, who will go over putting this all together with his 28 years of experience in the more traditional sense. So let me start by sharing my screen here. Hopefully most of you have joined from this page and gone through it a little bit, but let me explain a little bit more about what we mean. So obviously we come from a little bit of a different angle and background. Myself and Kyle, we come from a marketing and technology background, generating leads at scale and spending millions of dollars across all the different advertising platforms and putting that all together. So for us and a mortgage company, we're all about unlimited free leads put together by our proprietary technology, CRM, POS, LOS, all built in together. And then we have the AI built in as well, which is the latest technology. So what makes working with us different? As we mentioned, we're all about the technology to allow you guys to plug in and scale your business instantly from what you're already doing. So whether that's plugging into our company generated leads, which Kyle will show you here in a second, or generating your own leads from the business you're already doing, we want to make sure your pipeline is full, especially as we go into this big rate improvement and rate drop here coming into the market. So whether you fill that with company leads or you use our system to generate new leads from what you're already doing, we want to make sure you can fill your pipeline with new business every day. So first, let's go through the business model. Now, we are a non-delegated correspondent because we built this in all the different business models at a FDIC bank, broker, non-del, and del. We found that non-delegated correspondent is the best. We're approved with over 120 lenders and investors. And what that means is we can do broker or correspondent, whatever is best for our customers. Typically, that's going to be a correspondent loan where we are the lender with our 5,000 plus loan programs with our 34 plus correspondent investors. That's because it's always going to beat broker pricing, even for the same product at the same end investor, because we're funding the loans with our own money, using our own law firm and draw docs. All the extra risk comes the reward of better pricing. Now, if there's any reason we can't fund the loans with our own money or do the loans in our name, we have over 110 wholesale lenders for anything that falls outside of that box. So what does that mean for you guys? We can do all the standard stuff, VA, USDA, FHA, Fannie, Freddie, non-QM, DSCR, that's all the stuff we do in-house. Once we start going outside the box a little bit, commercial, fix and flip ground up, mixed use, CDFI, SBA, all the specialty stuff that's outside the box, we typically partner with a wholesale lender. So whatever's going to be best for our customer. Now we also have the AI built in, as we mentioned. We call our AI loan officer assistant. His name is Calvin. He's going to send you tips and help you push that loan start to finish, no matter which channel you choose. Now let's talk a little bit more about the technology. This is where we start to be very unique here. So we have our instant lead generating website, which is kind of the base of everything, which you're looking at right now, which everybody has with the AI built in, POS, CRM, LOS, all built in together. And it's all built for us, by us. We've written every line of code for what you're seeing here. And what that really means for you guys is one login for you, one login for your customer, no matter which one of our thousands of programs or hundreds of investors or lenders you choose to work with, only one place you need to go. We can also get instant rate quotes with our 5,000 plus loan programs where we're the lender with our automatic system, and we can automatically requote, especially as the market changes. The last couple of days, you guys know, has been crazy. So we can automatically send requotes to everybody that is plugged into our system where they're mapped to one of our in-house products. For any type of lead, they can flow from just basics, name, email, phone number, to pulling their own live rates themselves, to completing their own 1003 themselves, pulling their own credit themselves. Liabilities get all imported to a loan application, all ready for you to go in our system. And our system is Encompass based, but the best part is you don't have to use Encompass. We have 50 plus API integrations where it's based in Encompass, but you can use our CRM, operate Encompass, never have to log in. Same thing with Optimal Blue, no logins needed, just click the button. Meridian Link for credit checks, account check, VOE, VOI. Appraisal works 5 AMCs at the click of a button. Everything is just the click of a button in our system. You can also even capture leads from users with no form required. Pretty cool trick we have there, where customers may be in the market, maybe checking out your products, but haven't actually filled out a form. You can still see if they're in the market there. We can also get you new leads by plugging into our instant business cards and flyers, and we automatically post those to social media for you to generate new leads with your custom link all mapped back to you automatically. We also have our AI built in for our dual Oz. So our proprietary Calvin dual Oz AI runs dual Oz. Many platforms do that, but we run an AI analysis to compare them side by side to see which may be best for your borrower. And we have our developers on hand to do new features. We do pretty much a new release every week, so you guys can always suggest new features if it helps the team. Now let's talk a little bit about training and support and all the different business models that we've built in. We found that the trainings and support, as we're all remote here now, definitely need to be stepped up. So we've built our remote-based learning centers, a classroom, right? So you can step in there 365 days, 24/7, and learn new skills, expand your skills. We also do our daily live trainings podcast style. So every morning we do our daily mortgage rates podcast. We do every week a sales training podcast, and 3 times a week we do our loan officer trainings where we go in depth on conditions, etc. All public podcasts you can check out. We also have our live Zoom support. So again, we're remote based, but we want to get face to face, actually take over your computer, take over the screen, click whatever you need to click, get you unstuck. Our processors in the Zoom room could do that during business hours. We also have our knowledge center with thousands of articles, not just from us, but our partners. Every lender, investor has tips, tricks, guideline matrices, so thousands of different ways to put that all together. Search it all at the click of a button. We also have our Calvin AI built in with compliance, so all of our federal regulations and the states we're licensed in at the click of a button there. And this other category is just some of the things that make us special that don't necessarily fit in the other categories. First off, we love our business purpose loans. We can do DSCR business purpose loans in 44 total states. Pretty cool. So you can do loans without necessarily having to get new licenses. Very cool feature. We have all kinds of ways leads come in. Kyle will show you here. Just know that it's a 50-50 split if you take a company lead. Try to make it very simple. You can automate your lead generation at scale, as we mentioned, and you can set up your own lead campaigns by copying ours or plug in campaigns you guys already have going by using our webhook. So whatever you want to set up, we want to support you in your lead efforts. You can always refer deals to your team for 75 basis points. Maybe you don't have the license, maybe it's a spouse loan and you have a conflict of interest. You can still earn 75 basis points referring loans to your teammates if you have any sort of conflict. And as Kyle mentioned before we got started here, we love to see everybody face to face. Since we're all remote, we still want to make sure we see you on our annual retreat here in Miami. We do our yacht party, all kinds of cool stuff. So for all our MLOs that are closing loans, we pay for your hotel room as well, so we can meet you all face to face. Now, if you guys drop off for any reason, you can watch a replay of the video here. But let's get into the good stuff here, the compensation plans. So first up, typically everybody's drawn to the senior loan officer plan. So let's talk about that first here. 225 basis points, absolutely amazing top comp here. And that's on the conventional non-QM, all the stuff we're used to. And again, simple 50-50 split, so 112.5 basis points on any company leads. Now, our senior loan officers obviously get everything everybody else does, so we'll talk about that in a second. But what they get on top of that is they're going to be receiving those referral leads from their teammates. So these aren't just leads, cold call leads, right? These are referrals from your team. Maybe it's their spouse, maybe it's their client. They don't have the license in that state, so it's going to come with a ready, willing, and able client and a teammate to help you out. You can also have access to unlimited leads, all the different lead sources that we have. Kyle will show you. Obviously, no restrictions for senior loan officers. Very cool feature, no max commission cap. I'm sure Jose will tell you about some examples here of how that works out in your guys' favor here at the Mortgage Calculator. And for those of you that have high volume, we want to make sure we get as much comp back because we want to build a platform for you to expand your business. So 25 basis point bonus for any volume over 2 million, already over our best comp in the industry. And if you want to teach, you can upgrade to a team leader and help people structure their deals and disclose their deals. It is a challenge to do broker and correspondent both. So those that are experienced in it can earn extra by helping teach their teammates here. Now, the fine print is here. You must know how to close loans, obviously, to be a senior loan officer and do broker and correspondent. So you must have closed at least 6 loans in the last 12 months, and you can go ahead and apply as a senior. Now, let's talk about if you haven't made it there. Maybe you're just getting back in the industry. Maybe you are brand new, just getting your license. No problem. You can start as a regular loan officer here. Earn 150 basis points on conventional non-QM. And again, simple 50-50 split. So for your first few deals until you're ready to upgrade, 75 basis points on company leads. As soon as you're ready to upgrade, you can upgrade to a senior loan officer. But while you're working on your first deals, you'll still be able to do non-del and broker with all our different outlets. Very cool. Still get the same lead generating website, CRM, POS, LOS, everything everybody gets. We have our AI built in with our Calvin AI loan officer assistant. And again, unlimited leads at a 50-50 split. If you're uncomfortable for any reason, maybe you don't know how to do that loan, maybe it's a fix and flip loan you've never done, maybe again, conflict of interest, click that button, refer that deal to a senior teammate, learn how to do that loan, and earn 75 basis points. And we are licensed in 23 states for primary and second homes and 21 additional states for business purpose. So that's how the comp plans break down. If you're ready to start, just click on the one that's applicable. You can go ahead and fill it out and get started. But let's pass it over to Kyle, who will actually show some of the backend software that we just talked about and how that all works. So you ready, Kyle?
Yep, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. And I'm just going to show a quick demo of the backend. Obviously, we'll have a full training on this when you come on board. But just to show you some of the features here of our CRM and our system. So just like any other CRM, you can take your notes, send your email, send your text. The history goes here. But one cool thing is you can actually click this button and have our AI assistant craft your emails and text for you. Of course, you can set reminders for yourself. You can put people on action plans, automated drip campaigns to automatically email them and text them on your behalf over time. All that kind of cool stuff that most other CRMs do. But what really starts to set our system apart here is our quoting system. So within 2 minutes, just putting in 6 pieces of info without having to pull credit or anything, you can click our one button here. It's going to pull up all the pricing from our different investors, all the different rate sheets. You're going to be able to choose the rates you want to show your client. And within a couple of minutes, you can send them a nice, pretty quote that looks like this here with their different rate choices. They can see what these things mean. If you scroll down here, you see it pulls in the Google map automatically, pulls in the Zestimate automatically, the proposed loan info, automatically does the monthly breakdown of the taxes, insurance, and as well as the lender fees, and has you here as the loan originator, of course, and you can add your realtors to this as well and tag your realtors on this. So your realtor partners, they absolutely love this because they know when they send you a client, not only can you quote them within minutes with these nice, pretty quotes, but you can also tag the realtor on it. They can stay updated. You're keeping the realtor in front of their client's face saying, hey, we are your team that's pushing this deal across the finish line. Especially for a newer loan officer, this system is very beautiful to look like a professional that's been doing it for years when you just click a couple buttons to get this nice quote out. Now, the coolest part about all this is your client can then click Start My Loan Application. And what that does is it takes them right to their borrower portal that looks like this, where they can start their 1003 right here in our system. They never have to leave our system, upload the documents we need here right in our system, right? They can see their loan info. They can see the milestone of where their loan is at throughout the process, which of course updates automatically as you go through the process on your end, right? So they see their nice borrower portal here. Now, let me show you what it looks like on your end now that your client has submitted their application. So if we come here, you'll notice that this 1003 is at 100% complete. That's why it's all green here, meaning the client has submitted the application. Now, what happened when they submitted the application was we instantly and automatically pulled credit. And so when you come here into the Encompass API, which Nick was talking about earlier, so when you come in and your client has submitted the application, not only is the whole 1003 pulled in here and ready for you to originate, but also the credit is already pulled and imported and the liabilities pulled and imported into here. So you have everything ready to go to originate your loan. And just one thing to point out here are dual auths, as Nick was talking about, being able to order DO and LP at the same time with the click of a button. And a lot of places are starting to do that now, but one thing that sets this apart is we then have our Calvin AI analyze it and tell you which route is better for your client. So that is how it looks like on your end. Super easy to originate. You can also, whether it's you or your processor, can request documents with the click of a button. And of course, it notifies your client and they just have to log into their one borrower portal. They don't have to log into any other places. You can request signatures from them, which of course they sign right there. Our legal e-sign is built into their borrower portal, so they don't have to log into any other companies to do e-signs. So everything is here. Now, once your loan is in underwriting, if we scroll down here, all of your conditions are right here on the same page. Everything is in one place. You'll get your conditions from the underwriter. You're able to, whether it's you or your processor, upload the documents to fulfill the conditions. You can dispute the conditions to kick them back to the underwriter if you have a dispute. So everything is here in one system from start to finish to originate your loan, starting with taking someone from just a name, email, phone number to contacting them in the CRM, quoting them with the quoting system, collecting their application as, you know, their 1003, pulling their credit instantly, and originating the actual loan, as well as fulfilling all the conditions and everything here on the same page. This is all in one system. That's one login for you and one login for your client to take them all the way through the loan process. So now let's talk about where these leads come from in the first place, right? So first and foremost, the leads that we're going to be giving you that are coming in live are from our ad campaigns. So we, as Nick said, we come from the marketing world. We're running our ad campaign. Somebody clicks on our ad, they opt in to be contacted, and you are sent the text immediately. So let me go ahead and show you just an example. This is a couple of hours worth of text here on my test account. And let me go ahead and pull this up for you. You'll see we have text coming into my test account here where I can click the link to claim these. They came in the second that the person clicked on that. So notice we have some general mortgage requests, some foreign national DSCR. We have some business purpose DSCR. So a few different types of leads coming in here with just in a couple of hours. So you're going to be getting text all day with our live leads like this that are coming in from our ad campaigns. Now, another way that we provide you leads is through our auto dialer. So we have an auto dialer, just like any other auto dialer. You can call 300-400 people in a day. You can press a button if they don't answer that automatically sends them a text and email from you saying that you called, right, and to get back to you. So you can, you know, call hundreds of people in a day, drop those auto emails and texts, and we have the leads loaded up in here for you. So we always have thousands of different leads in here. Notice foreign national, short-term rental. We also have realtor leads in here to call realtors. So we have all kinds of leads in here for you to call. So not only do we have the live leads coming in that you're taking, but you can always come here into the auto dialer. There's always calls to make inside the auto dialer. Now, another way that we provide you leads is that you can actually do your own lead campaign. So how this works is the same ad campaigns that we know work, that we get our company leads from, we can copy those campaigns, put your budget on it so that you can get even more leads, and there's no 50-50 split on the back end because you paid for the lead on the front end, right, by putting up your own campaign. So we don't charge like per lead or anything. We just copy the campaign that we know works, that we spend our money on, same exact campaign, and we spend your money on it, right? And so great way to increase your pipeline. Again, we're going to give you leads for free every day coming in from the ad campaigns that are on the 50-50 split. But if you want to boost your pipeline even more and you want to have leads that don't have the 50-50 split on the back end, you can actually have us run your campaigns for you. Now, another way to work leads in our system here is maybe you're already purchasing leads from somewhere else or getting leads from somewhere else that you like working with. Maybe you're getting leads from Zillow or LendingTree or Free Rate Update or something like that. You can actually import leads here. We give you your custom webhook and the instructions on how to use the Zapier connection to bring in your leads instantly and automatically into our system, right? So you're purchasing, let's say you're purchasing a campaign from Free Rate Update. As soon as one of those Free Rate Update leads comes in, it's automatically inserted into our CRM. So our CRM can notify you. So you can call them and quote them and all that kind of stuff, just like any other lead that comes in. So essentially any way there is to work leads, we provide that here for you, whether they're the hot, fresh leads coming in from the text that we're sending you, or whether they're the leads in our auto dialer to call, or maybe you want to run a campaign of your own, or the fact that you can bring in leads from anywhere else. So every way there is to work leads, we have that here in the system. And it's definitely an exciting time, especially for leads, because there's a lot of action going on, a lot of money to be made over these next few months and this year with rates on the decline and dropping. So very exciting time because there's a lot of leads coming in and there's a lot of people interested in pulling the trigger that have been on the fence for the past year. And there's just a lot of action going on. So let me go ahead and turn it over to Jose. So Jose is our CSO here with 28 years of experience as a realtor and a loan officer. And so we'll have him talk about how this kind of all comes together and the type of support that we provide here. And then we're going to open it up to questions. So go ahead and take it over, Jose.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. Yes, very exciting times here at the Mortgage Calculator. You've heard about the technology. You've heard about the leads. I don't really know of any other company that has a type of business plan that we have, incorporating leads to go out to the complete company, right? Everybody who's originating can be on the leads team. So with that being said, what do you do when those loan applications start coming in, right? They're going to be coming in pretty quick. The good thing about that is that at the Mortgage Calculator, we have plenty of support to guide you through all of that and in the beginning, so you're not spinning your wheels, and so that you're closing your loans within 30 days of being cleared to originate. So definitely the leads are going to open up your footprint nationally, right? You're going to be doing a lot more business than if all you were doing previously was just your local kind of stuff. And that's where we're really going to help you excel. To give you a prime example, we have one of our newer MLOs. She had some experience in agency, very limited experience in non-QM. And wouldn't you know it, her first lead from her own leads campaign, of which she was paying for, right? So she gets 100% of her commission on that, right? No having to split her commission with the company. So turns out her first deal was a $1,056,000 loan, right? This is approximately a $16,000 commission. So she came to the structure meeting with me. And I helped her structure that loan. That borrower had been denied somewhere else, so it was a pretty challenging deal. It was denied as a full doc loan. She thought it was going to be submitted as a bank statement loan from her initial review, but after we had a nice thorough analysis in our structure meeting, realized that this was going to be a profit and loss loan. Luckily, borrower had his CPA that he was using for the last several years for his tax return. So the borrower was able to provide the necessary information, and after 4 total structure meetings that we had on that file closed in 3 weeks and 2 days. And on top of being a challenging profit and loss loan for her first loan, she also had to do an appraisal transfer. That was also part of the deal, right? Approve me, I was just denied, and also you need to transfer my appraisal. So luckily we were able to get it done because of the structure. We have the knowledge center that you already know of. The structure from these meetings helped her make $16,000 on her first deal, right? So definitely we're here to help you out. We have our internal processing for our non-delegated deals where we're the lender, and we let you do your own processing or use third-party processing on the broker deals and the wholesale deals where we are the broker. So that's awesome that we have those multiple channels for you. So we do look forward to having you over at the Mortgage Calculator, helping you structure your deals and definitely helping you close your first, second, and third loans all within 30 days or less of having joined the company.
All right, thank you, Jose. Let me go ahead and share the next steps, and then we will open it up to questions. So let me share my screen real quick here, and let's talk about the next step. So when you are ready to move forward and join, you're going to go ahead and go to the mortgagecalculator.com/join. And Nick, go ahead and drop the link in the chat for me there, please. We'll drop the link in the chat. The mortgagecalculator.com/join. Now you're going to sign up for the plan that's applicable to you here. Again, if you've closed at least 6 loans in the past 12 months, meaning you're an active producing loan officer, you can come on as a senior loan officer right away. And you're going to click here, and what's going to happen is it's going to take you right to sign the compensation agreement to join. Now you don't need to sign it right then. It's going to email you a copy as well, so take your time, review it. But once you do sign that initial join agreement with the compensation agreement, that is when we will reach out with all of the next steps to sponsor your license and get your employment ID documents and all that kind of stuff, right? So first step is sign up for the applicable plan here. And once you do sign that initial agreement, we'll reach out with all of the next onboarding steps. Now, if you are not a producing loan officer, maybe you are, again, just getting back into it, maybe you're brand newly licensed, or maybe you're not licensed yet, you can go ahead and come on board as a loan officer. Now, for anybody that is not licensed yet, we can bring you on board and walk you through the process of getting your license. And we do get a discount with the mortgage school for the pre-education that you need to take. So we give you a discount code for that as well. So whether you're newly licensed or just getting back into it or don't have that production to show or are not licensed yet, go ahead and apply as a loan officer and we will get you set up and running. Now, let me go ahead and we can stop recording, Nick, and we can go ahead and open it up to questions.